Hi. I'm going to give you totally a different perspective here. I've got three little scenarios I'm just going to highlight. First, my name is Paula Walker, and I was in the Army Reserves for 30 years. I joined right after Vietnam. Before that, I was very busy protesting and fighting against the war, but never against the soldiers. But I did recognize after that the great need for mental health care and taking care of the soldiers that were coming back from Vietnam. And I'm a psychiatric clinical specialist nurse, so I joined the Army. I came out while I was in the service, and I met Gail, my wife. Of course, how do I meet her? Softball. It wasn't in the Army. And we've now been together 35 years. Quite the babe there. Okay. We probably served at the same time in different units, me as a colonel and Gail as a master sergeant. Not only were we being gay was a problem, but we were an officer and enlisted, and that was fraternization. So we had two counts that we had to be really careful with, and we thought we were very careful. We never got caught. Everything was cool until one day Gail's commander said, by the way, do you want your, quote, friend, Colonel Walker, to re-enlist you for your last 6 years of service? So her friend, Colonel Walker, stood in front of her unit and re-enlisted her for her last 6 years. Speaking of being the protester, my other issue is, while I was in the reserves, I also volunteered at community TV in Denver, community local television. We had a gay TV program that went on every week. I was way behind the scenes. I wasn't in front of it at all. But for National Coming Out Day, I really wanted I wanted to be a change agent. I wanted to affect change for the military. And for National Coming Out Day in October, I went to Representative, I don't know if you've heard of her, Pat Schroeder. She's quite famous. And I asked her to assist me with the TV promo. And she not only said yes, she says, hell yes. And this is on the steps of her office. And we did this, and I asked a number of people. I'm on the left, and Gail's on the left with me, right above me, and right next to Pat. And what she did was, because she was doing this, not only did our local little TV program that was just in the metro area, it went on the national TV. Well, I shouldn't say national. It at least went on the whole metro area with the major TV programs. And Pat said, essentially, when are you going to allow these military members who protect our country every day to be out and serve openly? So that was a real plus for her to do that. My third issue that I'll bring up, as a reservist, I was deployed on active duty to Afghanistan in 2002. It was right after 9/11, after Bora Bora. And I served as a commander of our combat stress control unit. This was taking care of people, trying to prevent issues of combat stress, they called it battle fatigue, shell shock. There was a bunch of terms, but we tried to provide and did provide mental health services. There was a team of 4 of us. There was a psychiatrist, myself, and 2 techs for 10,000 troops. That's the Army way of doing things. You can do it. Don't just go do it. Our tent was at the compound, on a compound in Bagram Air Base, and we were co-located with a 100-bed combat support hospital, a veterinarian unit, a preventive medicine unit, dental, all the different healthcare services were there. I spent a lot of my time supporting the hospital staff who were dealing with patients with severe trauma and injury. They also treated Afghanistan locals if they were there for issues of life, limb, or eyesight. During our outreach for clinical care, I found a unit that had a puppy, and it was rescued from the area. The unit was remote. It was unattached to any of the units. They were pretty isolated, but they were greatly bonded to this puppy. It meant a lot to them. So I totally encouraged them to keep the puppy, which was against General Order Number 1, no pets in theater. I borrowed the puppy, Ranger, and got him his shots from the vet next door under the table and took him to the hospital, where I'm going to show you these pictures. This is one thing I was very proud of doing, is pet therapy. Before pet therapy was an in thing. This was back in 2002. And these are Afghanis that were there for severe surgery and burns. But this was a proud moment of the hospital. And not only did this puppy provide all the care for the patients in there, the staff, many staff got to hold Ranger. He also provided a lot of wiggles and kisses for my own mental health. So thank you.